Mark Rogers TV talking some Notre Dame football. We bring in Kevin Sinclair from Slap the Sign to help us break down the quarterbacks and the running backs. Kevin, we always appreciate you giving us some knowledge and information here. And Brandon Wimbush is obviously the guy at Notre Dame. We haven't seen him play, so we really need a solid scouting report on this very talented kid.
Yeah, absolutely. So Brandon Wimbush, he was a top 50 recruit, depending on what recruiting service you look at. He comes out of St. Peter's Prep in Jersey City, New Jersey. They were state champions in his year. You watch his highlight film, just effortlessly flicking 60, 65-yard bombs. Really dynamic runner. He only played just a handful of plays in his freshman season when he was forced on the field, and he took off for some 60-yard touchdown. He's been said by some that he was the best quarterback of the three, with Zaire and Kaiser last year before the season. So I think he's going to be a really dynamic quarterback. All last year they had him running scout team, and they sort of had got him in game-like situations, game-like preparations, and they had Alize Jones or Alize Mack now there practicing with him all year. So I think it'll be a good rapport there. And, the great offensive line always at Notre Dame. Some great receivers, Equanimity St. Brown.
Definitely. Now we've got Avery Davis obviously coming into the class, but he won't be on the field at Notre Dame until August. Top 40 recruit out of Texas, 8th rated dual threat quarterback according to 247 Sports. So probably not in line to be the backup this fall. So how does the backup situation look at this point?
Yeah, last year they picked up a kid named Ian Book out of California. He's a little bit under the radar recruit. He was a 3-star kid, but he had a really big career in California there, really high-level ball. He's kind of a deceiving player. He has a bigger arm than people think. He runs the ball pretty well. And, he's a Notre Dame kid, so he's a smart kid. And looks like he's filled out a little bit. Last year he looked like he was around the 185, 190-pound range. Now he looks like he's up over 200 pounds. He's had a little while to pick up the offense, but new offensive coordinator, there'll be some new things installed, but I think he'll be able to handle things. Definitely will be a bit of a nervous situation if something were to happen to Wimbush, though.
All right, and before we came on, I threw out DeShone Kizer's situation as he enters the NFL draft. 26 touchdowns, 9 picks last year, 59% passer, who obviously brings a running dynamic to the game as well. So just some things that you've heard in regards to what NFL GMs are thinking about DeShone Kizer and his draft eligibility.
Yeah, the thing going into last season that was really great about DeShone is, he ran for 10 touchdowns coming off the bench as a true sophomore, a redshirt freshman, and big NFL arm, really poised, made a lot of really good decisions and didn't throw a lot of picks. Last year, he struggled a little bit. He threw a few more interceptions. He made a few, not as good decisions as he did the year before, but he still has that big arm. He's young. He's a dynamic quarterback, and I don't see anybody else in the draft that has what he has. He's also a 240, maybe even up to 6'5". It's going to be about, he has the skill to be the #1 quarterback in the draft this year. It's going to be about how he does in his player interviews, which is becoming a lot more important. Guys like Jared Goff last year won #1 overall. Not because he was the most talented quarterback, but because they really liked his personality and thought he was a winner. So we'll see how that goes. Next year's quarterback class is going to be great. So it's going to be about whether teams like the Jets, Browns, 49ers, etc., are going to, if they're willing to wait